Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. I think we're live. Just want to make sure. Looks like we're good to go here on my end. Let me know in the chat if everything's good for you. Okay, anyway, it's Thursday. That means it is the second episode of the Draw Along Show for this week. And as you know, in this show, what we do is we draw together for about 10 minutes. Simple, keep it easy for all ages, all skill levels. Then I like to show you maybe a little bit of art history or talk about a kind of an art vocab sort of little lesson. That's always fun. Sometimes I show you one of my favorite books off of that cool bookshelf I've got behind me, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you one of my favorite books. It's a really cool one by David Macaulay. And then we're going to do the animal and activity game where you will suggest for me an animal and I'll draw it. And that animal has to be doing something funny or weird or unexpected or strange. And you get the idea. Spring is here. It's beautiful outside. I had a question. I've always wondered, this is going to sound really weird, but do you think February likes March? No, but April may. Okay, I think it's time to do some drawing. Now, let's say hi to some folks who are here in the chat. Roni, we have RB. What's up, RB? Umacord is here. Mercurial, Stephen, Ruth, Afroha, and Sherry, and Sam, and Anthony. Hello, hello. Ahmad is here. Nice to see you as well. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Now, to do these drawings, you're going to need to have something to draw with. So that could be a pencil or a pen or a marker or a stick, or it could just be a big brick, you know. You can take a brick from anywhere, and you can just dip in a little bit of hot sauce and then draw all over the driveway or the street or the walls or whatever you want. Doesn't matter. You can follow along and draw with anything that makes you happy. And to do these drawings, you have to be able to do three simple things: a straight line, okay, a zigzag, or a curvilinear line. All right, could be an S-curve. Could go this way, that way. You get the idea. Now, I know you can do those, and I know you can follow along. And today we have one of these drawings that makes me so happy because it's just a cute, fun, simple drawing, and it makes me smile every time I get to do it. So let's have fun with this one. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can really see what I'm doing up close. And I'm going to start with a really shallow C-curve. It's going to be like a letter U, okay? Like that. All right, see how shallow that is? Yep, that's it. That's the beginning of our drawing. Now I want you to look at the ends here of this little U that we've drawn, this sort of squashed U. And I want you to travel up a little ways, okay, a little space, and make a little dot like that. And then come up on this side, straight on up, and make another little dot. See how these are lined up with each other? Right? And this is lined up with that, that's lined up with that. It's like a little smiley face that you've just drawn for yourself. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take from this little edge right here, this little end of this line, I'm going to draw up at an angle and then curve around this circle. Okay, I'm not going to come all the way into the center though, watch. I'm going to come up and over, okay? Same on this side, up and over, okay? That is it. That's the beginning of our drawing. Simple enough, right? Simple enough. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line that is going to touch these 2 points. It's going to come straight across this way. And it's going to be coming out farther than these 2 dots. So it's going to be like this. Alrighty, something like that. Remember, the line that you draw does not have to be perfectly straight. Okay? Do not worry about that one bit. All right, now once you've got that line drawn, what we're going to do is we're going to find the center. All right, we're going to travel upwards like this. Quite a ways. Okay, look, so here's the distance from here to here. I'm going to double that, come up this way, and double it again to about here. Okay, and make a little dot for myself so I know where I'm aiming for. And what I'm going to do is a nice long straight line to here. And what you can do is you can do this. You can draw it, you can break for a moment, pick up your pencil, reposition your hand, and draw again. That way you don't have to hit it all in one go, okay? No pressure if you don't get it all in one shot. So we've made a nice little triangle with the center of the triangle centered above the rest of the drawing right there. That's the next step. All right, now, remember these lines that we have right here, okay? Take those lines and I want you to just carry them down a little farther. So they're going to come down to about here and down to about here. See that? They're just following along, same angle, straight on down that way. Bloop, bloop. Okay, and then what we're going to do is take this line and we're going to keep it going, but we're going to curve it to meet this one. All right, so check it out. Down a ways and then a little curve. And down a ways and then a little curve, like that. So lots of symmetry in our drawing, and that happens a lot when we do these, right? And now under this, which is the first line we drew, all right, what you're going to do is draw a little line like this. Just a little one like that. Okay, so starting to look like something to you all? Great. All right, now from the center, we're going to drop down this way, all right? And I'm going to do kind of a letter V, but it's going to have curved lines. Watch. A little curve here and a little curve up. See that? So it's like a letter V, but it's got a curve to it. 1 and 2. All right. I think you're starting to figure out what's going on, right, gang? Okay. Now, following along with this line here, we're going to come off and curve. And off we go with a little curve like that. We're going to leave a little space and just do another little line and another little line. Leave some space again, coming on down this way. 1 and a 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to look at where these cheeks are, okay? Imagine I'm drawing a line this way. I'm just kind of following that curve. And then I just go like this, a 1. And this way, okay? So these are about the same. And then we draw inside of that and inside of that. And that is our little face for our garden gnome, right? Okay, excellent. Now I'm just going to erase this one and slide it on over a little bit, since it did get a little kind of too close to the center. Okay, now right here from where we drew that curved V, just drop a little line down, just a hair like that, okay? And now we're going to draw a line across, right? That's going to touch here. It's going to go from here to here. And you can line it up with where this line and this line are. So if I just drop down from there, right about here, I can draw it across all the way to about there. Alrighty? Easy peasy. And then I'm going to, from here, leave a little bit of room and just draw straight down to about there. And do the same thing on this side. Okay, so it's like I made a little football goalpost there. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3. All right, now from right here, I'm going to do a curved line that touches just in the center here. So under this line, right about there. I'm just going to curve it like that. Doesn't come out very far, right? It's a shallow curve. Call that a shallow curve. Curve it like that. He's got his little hands tucked behind his body, right? Casual, keeping it casual. Okay, here we're going to drop down to the bottom and pull it across like that. And this is going to be our little garden gnome belt. Draw a little circle there if you like. Alrighty. And then a little line here and a little line there. That's all you got to do, right? And then we're going to flare out just slightly down this way. Okay, not like a big flare like this, but a really subtle angle. And the line that I'm going to draw is not going to be quite as long as the line for the hat. Okay, so check it out. Down to about there. Same on this side. Okay. Oops, I'm going to overshot that a bit. And then we connect these. How's that looking? All right. How's our garden gnome shaping up here? Now this little vertical line that we have that comes right down the center of the drawing, just pick it up here under the belt and carry it on down like that. All right. And then guess what? We're going to carry it on even farther. Check it out. Down we go, a little further like that. Okay? Just like that. And I want you to look at this line we drew here and this line we drew here. Okay, and I want you to drop straight down like this. Okay? So straight on down and make a little dot right here that's lined up with the bottom of this line, the center line. Same on this side. We're going to draw straight down to about there. Okay? Nice to give yourself these dots because then you have something to aim for. You can just draw straight across and connect the dots. All right? We're almost there, gang. We've almost finished this drawing. We're going to do a big C curve up and over like this. Up and over and stop like that. Okay? Same on this side. Up and over and stop like that. Aha, now right from about here, just draw straight up. Okay, if you look at this, it's the center between here and here, the center of that line. That's where you can drop down from. Bam, just like that. And there you have it. You have an adorable garden gnome just hanging out. All right, now you want to put him in a garden, so hey, just draw some lines like this. You got some grass there, right? Do some back here. You get the idea. Maybe some over here. There is your garden gnome. And I just think that guy is really fun. Good stuff. Hope you were able to follow along with that. Remember, everybody, that these shows are archived on YouTube and you can watch them back anytime you want. Just search for Draw Along, my name, Kyle. Draw Along, Kyle, and then whatever it is that I drew that day. So today, when you go back to watch, it'll be Garden Gnome, G-N-O-M-E. Okay, so it is time for us to move on to favorite books. Now, for today's book, just switch out the camera here. You can see what we're doing. We have Castle. Castle by David Macaulay. Castle. You might think, boy, that doesn't look too exciting. On any subject, because it is so detailed and so interesting, it's following the construction of a castle from finding the plot of land, okay? Finding the plot of land near the water. Building supplies come from the stone, the wood, all the tools. There's this cool floor plan that shows you how it's going to be designed. You learn the parts of the different players involved they have and things like that. Here are the exact tools, it's a little chart of the tools. And there are illustrations all the way through of how it's going to go. And these excellent cutaways, right? So if you are interested in this kind of thing, and if you're interested in construction and castles and history and medieval history, this book is for you. The illustrations are wonderful. There's a little bit of humor in here. They talk about the people who live in the castle and live around the castle once it's constructed. They talk about things like the court, the members of the court. They talk about even people like the jester, entertainment, things like that. We have the stables. It is just probably one of the most detailed books on any topic I've ever seen, presented in such an interesting way, and full of really wonderful stuff. So I believe this book was from 1977, so it's been around a long time and continues to sell, and it won the Caldecott honor, which is absolutely a huge honor in picture books and the world of books for kids. There it is, Castle by David Macaulay. Highly recommend this one as a gift for someone you know who might be into this kind of thing, or for yourself, for your own library. I guarantee you will enjoy it, and it's one of my favorites, and I picked it off the shelf to share with you today. By the way, it'd be great if you have some favorite books. You could list them in the chat. I'd love to know what kind of books you all are into. Art books, books with art in them, and things like that. I'm looking right now to see if anyone's familiar with this book. If anybody has seen it before. Also, David Macaulay has done other wonderful picture books, in case you're interested. Been around a long, long, long time. Okay. There you go. All right, so we are ready to move on. I'm just going to check here and see if anybody has any comments about this. Sherry, you're part of an art group that meets on Saturdays. That's cool. Umacorn, you love the little Nemo book behind me. Yes, it's monstrous. It's huge. It's huge. The only art books you have, Golden, are art history books from school, huh? Time to get a few more. Cool. All right. Well, gang, I think we shall move on to the old animal and activity game. I think that's what we're going to do next. And so it is time for you to suggest for me an animal doing something funny, something... Uh-oh. Gosh, we almost forgot, didn't we? You know what time it is. It's time for Appreciation Station. Ahmad! Ahmad, today we are appreciating you. You might remember this time we got caught making fun of the king's really hideously ugly cat. It's just a weird looking cat. And we got thrown into that dungeon with no food and no water. And I thought we were goners, but you know what you realized? You realized that the guards down there were so miserable. Their lives were awful. The king had no sense of humor, and you thought you'd liven things up by starting to do a little stand-up act and telling some jokes. And you had them shaking with laughter so much that the keys fell right off their keychain and landed close to our feet. So we just kind of scooted them off into our cell. And that night when they fell asleep, we made a clean getaway. So thank you for your amazing sense of humor. Thank you for spending all that time in improv classes and for making sure that we got out of that situation free and clear. Well done. Thank you, Ahmad. We appreciate you. So now it is time to go back to drawing. And the animal and activity game, as you know, is where you will suggest for me an animal doing something funny, strange, weird, bizarre, crazy, unexpected, and I will draw it. Just to give you a little glimpse of the kind of thing we do here, if you've never seen this before. Yesterday we had a monkey carrying an enormous cake. So small monkey, big cake. You know, it doesn't take much to get something fun down, does it? Really fun idea, fun to draw. I only have a few minutes left and we always try and make it work. So let's see what we can do today. I will look for your suggestions in the old Chatteroonie and we'll see what we come up with today. All right, today we have all kinds of ideas coming in. Let's see. A shark, a shark cooking, King Kong slurping noodles. I don't know what udon noodles are, but they're a kind of noodle. Are they Japanese udon noodles? A Saint Bernard barbecuing a sheepdog, hanging out at the beach. That's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what else we have. Am I missing anything so far? Did I say giraffe? I think I did. A mouse playing croquet. Very good. So a centipede swinging on a swing. Okay, so as I look at these so far, the shark cooking is pretty fun. Afroha, I'm going to do the shark cooking. Okay? So let's give that a shot, see how that goes. All right, so here comes this shark. He's going to be right here. Be kind of leaning over the pot. Sharks really scare me. I have to be honest. I saw Jaws when I was too young. I think I was like 11 years old when I saw Jaws. And I know a lot of you would say, "Come on, that's not too young." But it really, for the rest of my life, I was like, "Nope, not going in the water. Not doing it." Unless it's like really shallow Caribbean, kind of like beautiful, crystal clear blue water with just a bunch of tropical fish and coral and, you know, no big monstrous sharks swimming around. But the beaches where I am, you know, North Carolina on down, these Atlantic beaches where the water's cold, I know the sharks like that. Hey, I just don't do it. Not into it. I blame that movie. All right, this other fin coming around here is going to be holding like some pepper or something. I'll make this little spoon a little shorter so we have room for that. Maybe it's going to be spoon shaped like that. Like that. Okay, we got to have some pot he's cooking in. He's cooking up maybe a soup. Anybody ever see Finding Nemo? I loved the shark design in that for the big shark. I thought they did such a good job with that. Really nifty. He's whistling, you know. Just loves cooking. Loves being in the kitchen, this shark. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good for a sketch. Probably want to have like a couple of other ingredients here. There's maybe like a slice of something here or there. Maybe some other stuff here that he needs to cook with, whatever. There. All right, there's our cooking shark. Let us knock that back and grab a darker color, and we'll go to town with the line work. Okay, we'll go to town with the line work. Well, get the fin, there we go. Make sure that shape feels good. I try, you know, to get as much of the line into the well, what I mean is for every line, you try and like make it a long fluid line if you can. I know that's not always easy, but to avoid losing the drawing and have it look all disjointed and sort of sketchy. I think that's the word I'm looking for. You know, I like to try and get those longer lines to work out. It's easier said than done sometimes. But with practice, I know you can do it. Notice I changed that ellipse because if we're looking kind of down on the table, right, we're going to see things from that angle. It's going to be more top down, right? So we're gonna see things from a different angle than what I drew them in the sketch. So also remember that your sketch is not something that you have to look at and say, okay, got to stick with this exactly. You got to be able to make changes as you go, right? So that's important. Okay. Okay, let's get that little music note in there. He's whistling away the time going on here with his cooking and just having a grand time. Maybe this pot has little handles here on the sides. I don't know. Just an idea. Okay, let's hide that sketch. Voila! That was a fun idea. Well done, gang. I like it. As always, great suggestion. Thank you very much for joining me for the Draw Along show. Everybody, I hope you will take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Please remember to be kind, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for my illustration masterclass, and then next week for more Draw Along action on Wednesday and Thursday. Until then, I will say ciao for now.